Good Friday evening to everyone. How are you? It is good to see you, and it is good to be seen by you. And me being the person doing the seeing and being the happy is Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver. Welcome, one and all, to another Friday live stream. And guys, we made it through another week. So give yourself a pat on the back. And if you're not that flexible, ask a loved one to do it for you. Anyway, if you're just stopping by, if you don't know what it is we do, and that might be the case, guys, because we are that close to 5,650 subscribers. So I know there's some of you guys who just come on fairly soon, fairly recently. We get together, we play a little TTRPG. That's kind of how we roll around here. Sometimes we talk about TTRPGs. Sometimes we have awesome guests on. Like, for example, next Thursday, we are having on Heidi Gygax and Eric Garland. And that's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to talk about projects they've got going on and all sorts of cool things. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Doomsword has no lows. I know that's not true. Jorge, hello. Yes, they are nice people. 4,300 more subs until I'm obligated to host an in-person convention. That's right. So it's literally just going to take probably 10 more years for me to have an in-person convention. Isn't that nice? Isn't that wonderful? I will probably not be alive then. So, you know. But anyhow, welcome, guys. I'm glad you're here. So if you're wondering what we do tonight and you're not looking at the title of the video or the title of the video or the title of the video or the title, I don't know how you have your desktop arranged, okay? Or your app, if you will. Friday nights are Gamma World night. That's right. We're going to go into the post-apocalypse wasteland of the distant future. Not too distant, but, you know, somewhat distant. So I'm looking forward to that. And I hope you guys are too. We have some adventures in mind for the evening. And speaking of things we have in mind, yes, Jorge, on the one hand, you do have time to save for the ticket. Oh, you don't have to do that, Keneg. Don't. That's nice of you. You don't have to do that. But anyway, a friend of mine reached out to me and asked about joining this very game, and I'm excited about that. I hope he's going to be able to join us. He might be watching tonight. He'll definitely tune in tomorrow if he's not going to be watching tonight. But he's a good buddy of mine. He's a great guy. I've known him longer than I haven't. So hopefully he's going to be able to join us on the Friday live stream. That'll be a lot of fun. So anyway, you might be curious. You might be out there, particularly if you're a new subscriber, and you're, well, what is it you do then in these games? Is it like Critical Role? Well, no, it's not, because we're actually playing a tabletop role-playing game. This is not scripted. This is not pre-planned. What happens on this live stream? We could literally be rolling up new characters 10 minutes after we kick off, which is going to be here in just a few minutes because I got all my group in the background. Matt Bauer, see, and Matt Bauer brings the next important thing, because Matt asks, which edition is the most recent? I assume you're talking about Gamma World, Matt, but let me clue you in, my friend. I believe they got up to a 7th edition, which was based on the 4E Essentials rule set, but don't quote me on that. Do not quote me on that. We're playing 1st edition because it's cool. And it's the one that was written by Jim Ward. So we're going to be rocking that here in just a few minutes. But yeah, so I think it goes more or less 1st edition, 2nd edition, And then they had some editions that went through the Alternity system, which was a TSR kind of attempt at a sort of universal sci-fi fantasy RPG engine, but the only thing released for it was Gamma World. And then there were some like Dragon magazine only stuff, but basically it wound up in fourth edition was the last pursued version of Gamma World. I believe, Matt. But I want to point something out, which is not just Matt's excellent question, but I say, do we differentiate from see, Kool-Aid, there you go. I have the smartest audience. Up to a 7th edition on drive-through. Okay. But unlike what you might get from just sitting and watching some slick, well-produced thing, guys, I'll answer your questions. I will do my level best to answer your questions about the games as we play. It's not just a passive thing, guys. It's not just something where you just kind of sit and stare and like, oh, okay, well, they're playing a game. I guess that's what's happening. No, you have the chance to interact with myself, with the other players out there in the chat, as I refer to you all. You can join right up. No, Connect, like all later versions of TTRPGs, the training wheels have been put on, and you got the rounded corners and the padded edges and everything else. So no. We are playing a version of Gamma World written by Jim Kill Them All Ward. So no, Greg, this is decidedly not produced. But speaking of things that I can produce, let me produce for you my roster of players as I don me now my AKG phones, and let us welcome into the studio a guy who is probably sane, but he's definitely Doomsword Deathmaster. Everybody say hello. How you doing tonight, my friend?
Hey, how's it going?
A guy who I know personally is precisely like his player character in every measure, and that's the truth, and he didn't pay me to say that. Everybody put your hands together for Yang Zhao as Rex Dashington.
Good evening.
And this next guy is the first, but he may not be the last, Kevin, we have at this table. Stand up and cheer for Kevin as Do Re Mi. Kevin, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm muted.
Right, excellent.
I'm not muted. I'm muted.
You're mutant.
Yes, and I'm that too.
Exactly. And it's Friday, but we have Monday played by Kinect.
Evening, peeps.
So, Kevin, terminate your video signal so we can see an icon on the screen for you, my friend. There
Yeah, I hit the stop mic button instead of the stop camera button.
There you go. So we have this group of 4 Wastelanders here. Now, last week, Yang Zhao was hanging drywall, and Kennick was dealing with some stuff. So I just, you know how it goes. Last week, I just kind of chilled out a bit on Friday, but here we are, and we have a full house tonight. So I remember, but I'll leave it up to you guys. Do any of you remember what we were doing when last we left the adventurers?
We got a super tank.
You are in a super tank. That is correct.
We also got bubble car parts.
You did get some bubble car parts. That's right. So you had driven the super tank back to Purchaseville, And I believe there was some back and forth about whether or not you would trade them the tank for various supplies and whatnot. But that's kind of where we left off. Primary destructor run purchaseville, Cooley.
Yeah, and the idea was, I think we started becoming a little more intimidating and started talking amongst ourselves and realizing that this thing was way too cool
Yeah,
to
we
get to
got
these
attached
guys.
to the tank.
Yeah, it's too cool. Plus, who knows what they might end up doing with it and what problems that could cause down the road. I think that's where we ended the rationalization, right? Because they grab it and we go away, and then all of a sudden we come out here and there's some massive city of jerk-offs, Yeah.
As if such a thing could happen in a pleasant place like Gamma World.
Right. So I think we decided we were going to keep it, and then I believe that's about where we made it. We had to make some threatening moves on the tank in order to get the guys off who had climbed up onto it and stuff like that. And I don't think we went much past that.
I'm thinking we do the tank like the big RV, and we get a trailer to haul the bubble car behind us. I'm just saying.
You can build one of those, can't you, Joe?
If I have the parts, yeah, of course. It might be a little too low tech for me, but yeah.
Alrighty. So what are your intentions now, everyone?
I think we have to go joyriding in the thing.
Well, I mean, we save them from the tank and everything else like that, so they kind of owe us. So maybe we can use that goodwill to get what we need to do our car hauler.
Or, we could just potentially take them over and perform and create the United Sanctuaries of America.
Do you really want to be associated with that and responsible for that? I mean, you got like your wife and daughter to handle right now. Aren't you spreading yourself too thin there, buddy?
Man, he might have 15 clones, like some sort of multiplicity type of thing, He can handle it all. Can't you see this man power hungry?
Freedom is its own virtue.
Now that's true.
Well, being that it appears that probably Sane is the, I don't know what you call it, driver, pilot, Punisher, whoever. Maybe he makes a decision based on, since he's driving the tank.
I mean, man, I'll go anywhere except for Disney, you know what I mean? I think we just get the hell out of here, forget we've met these guys, and get back on the path to doing our own thing. Now we can go back to, we can go back to our home base and all that kind of crap, but they're going to want our stuff too. Maybe we just run around for a little while.
Well, I'm good with that, but how do we take both of them?
Well, we'd have to split the party, of course.
That's the best idea.
How do we not take both of them?
Well, we're gonna take both of them. It's just how do we do it together so we don't have to split us up?
What's the split?
Well, if we had another bubble car, we could have both bubble cars attached to the tank on a line.
I think all you get, I mean, just slow down the bubble car, man.
I think the best is probably, of course, you're going to drive the tank. Monday, you go with probably. Doe, you fly the bubble car, and you're going to teach me how to drive it.
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah,
I'm
and just
okay
stay
with that.
slow. You know what I mean? I know you can go slow enough. I mean, I could drive this tank pretty fast and all, but you could also drive that bubble car pretty slow and all, right?
Right. I mean, I'm really good. I've gotten even trains to swim. So, yeah, absolutely 100%.
No, last time you flew it fast, you got us blown out the sky.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this guy's kind of low tech. Takes some adapting to.
There's a lot of low tech stuff. Do you hear that lately?
Yeah, Gamworld's really, really low tech.
Maybe, maybe not.
From my perspective, it is always low tech. That's why
That
it
works
fails
for
so
me.
often.
I get comfy in the co-pilot seat.
Well, there's a crew couch and it's not terribly comfortable. I mean, it's something you can sit in for a few hours, but comfortable like a waiting room chair, not comfortable like lounging on your couch.
Okay, and so that we're clear, like, what's the destination? So we've got sort of the logistics of it planned, right? But where are we going?
Don't we have some jerks to kill that keep causing us trouble?
There
We
was
always got that.
there was
Take care
that
of them first.
zombie creating Zeeth.
Yes. Yes.
And
Oh, yeah,
whatever
we were
that
gonna do
building
that
was,
too.
we could just level it in that city.
Yeah, how far was that away though? Because we're way up by Minot, right? So I want to say all that stuff was back down in the southeast, and it's probably going to take a long time to drive a tank down there.
Road trip.
Hell, I'll drive wherever. Let's go. That way you say.
Wow. That first of all, thank you so much, Jorge, for the super and happy birthday to you. For your super, I will say it in whatever voice you'd like. Just let me. I can use one of the voices on the. I can use one of the voices on the soundboard, or I can. I could have Alex Jones say it, but it's up to you guys. Kendra. Oh, Doom Sword. Such a tragedy.
We knew you. We liked you. But c'est la vie.
It is Chilean pesos, I believe, Yang.
Ah.
Sadly, there is a Kinder voice, unfortunately. Since there is, an audiobook of those things.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I will never, ever, 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 ever use it, ever.
Oh goodness.
So anyway, moving right along, so have you guys ordered the folk of Purchaseville to get off of the tank?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
last-
we did a while ago.
Yeah, at the end of last time, Rex had explained to whoever was in charge that the deal wasn't going to happen and that they needed to get off.
Right, and that's after I had it shake itself on the tracks to knock all the guys who were clambering about on it off into the dirt.
Hey, probably if they're still hanging around, you might want to trigger the alarms and that to scare them off a little bit more.
Or just drive forward. Well, we negotiating with these guys. I mean, we telling them that we're leaving and we ain't coming back, or we're telling them we're in charge now. Yeah, I think that's the two options. Are we in charge? Or are we leaving?
Do we want to stay in Minot or Minnock or whatever we're at?
I don't think so.
It's the weather's kind of terrible up here.
Yeah,
Shoot at you
who
whenever
run
you come here.
Purchaseville?
The mission commander had actually left his chief of security, who is that mutant that's like, 20 centimeters around and almost 4 meters tall. He had left him in charge. So yeah, he runs it.
Well, what do you think, Rex? You want to tell these guys we run it now? We put him in charge,
No. We'll let them think they run the place now. Plus, the other problem is we don't know exactly what kind of weaponry they have aboard the spaceship. So, better to wait until they leave orbit.
Yeah, they might want to be coming around. Yeah. Nah, screw that.
And they definitely don't need another hero or to know the way home. So,
Man, I'm just
You're going,
walking on
Turner.
out of here.
yeah, let's go somewhere else. This is neat and all, but yeah, I think we've worn out our welcome.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Why don't we make the slow trek back to Sanctuary, and perhaps we'll find new trading partners on the way.
That works for me. It looked like we flew over a bunch of barons, though. I mean, that's great for the vehicle, but I don't know. Maybe there's something out there.
Sounds good.
So which is the closest of our punch lists? Is it the plants? Is it one or the other? Of course, our base, I think, is the last point. So which one are we going to go out first?
We're gonna go that way, I guess. I think the plants is closing.
Yeah, let's do that. That one really bothers me.
I think didn't.
Man,
Rex
you're just
have a
looking for
plan
more
that?
chorts.
I have kind of run low.
Man,
I
you
think
put
he's
like 80
addicted.
kilos on the bottom side already.
Are you saying it's a good thing that I'm staying in the tank then?
Well, only minor disruptions of gastrointestinal. So maybe it's
So
not
we're
called a
flying-
bubble car for nothing.
We're flying
You
with the
should
windows
dip
down.
them things in milk.
Yeah, I've never done that.
To be honest, do we have milk?
Nah, there ain't no milk nowhere around here. Maybe milk them plants.
So yeah, I guess we have an idea where that is, right? Where those plants are?
It is in a city far to the southeast from where you're at. You're not sure how long it will take to drive the tank there. You could be there in an hour in the bubble car.
Okay. Well, I don't want to go ahead, so
Have fun going slow while it takes us 15 hours.
yeah. That's okay. I got nothing else to do. Let's get going then. I guess. Is that where we're going?
Yep, sounds good.
I think
All
that's the plan.
So I'll get the bubble car set up, and I'm gonna start, a tutorial session teaching Well, we only fortunately have one person we have to teach right now.
So what is the plan for eradicating these plants when they get there? I think Rex had some thoughts about that from the air.
Well, my earlier plans involved finding some kind of pesticide. However, since we have this tank, my plan is now just exploding the thing.
Yeah, we
From a
just
distance.
bolo straight into that damn mother.
Do we have flame throwers on our tank? Just burn it? Can we do it?
That man, explosions are cool though.
Well, we could do both.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll take a look at the control panel, at the weapon systems. They'll show me where to find that. We'll see what it's got, but big
Yeah,
explosion.
let's see what we can do
cool
with this
with
baby.
me.
Yeah, I'm all for let's explode it, and then if there's parts left, we burn the parts.
I mean, we have to test it and see what we can do with this thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Right,
I mean,
so-
let's get on the road.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and in the meantime, I'll look through the weapon systems menu and see if there's anything in there that might be useful that's not just, railgun or whatever.
Okay.
Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to explore the rest of the tank just to see what we've got. If there's anything else useful.
There's the fighting compartment. That appears to be it. There's no tunnels, hallways, anything like that.
Alrighty then. There's no like medical bay or anything like that.
Nah, this thing was just like a big, I don't know, like 20-foot wide hall, basically.
Okay.
I mean,
So
for
I'm
the most
looking in
part.
compartments and pulling stuff out just to see what we got.
Okay. There's bins with there's a couple of tarps, there's some unidentifiable stuff. I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Okay. While I'm operating the vehicle, I'm trying to explain in as low tech terminology as I can to Rex on how to operate the thing.
Okay. All right. Well, this is going to be a process. Are you going to let Rex Dashington take the wheel? Take the flight yoke?
So, if I let him take the wheel, can I assist him in making his checks, or is he on his own?
Ultimately, I mean, learning to do anything, it's like you got to take the training wheels off. You got to let him try and learn it.
Okay, well, Rex, I think I've shown you everything I could show you. I guess let's let you take the flyer seat. There's really nowhere I could go to avoid being on the bubble car if something goes wrong. But I got
Strap on in
for you. Yeah. Can you? Oh, we don't have radios to talk to the other persons, or we do, right?
Yep.
We have a radio.
Yeah.
I'll tell probably in Monday. Hey, we're gonna go a little bit ahead for a little bit, just to avoid any unfortunate mishaps. So don't try to catch up until we come back.
Right on.
and I'll put the bubble car on hover or autopilot or whatever. Get out of the seat and step away.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty. Give me a D6 roll, please, if you would, Yang.
4.
A 4. All right. Yeah. Taking that big spade grit looking thing. It seems fairly, I'm sorry, I said a D6. I meant a D10, but we'll stand by that. Yeah, it seems okay. I move it this way. We tilt this way. I move it that way. We tilt that way. I push it forward. We go forward. I pull it back. We go up. Give me another D10 roll. Alrighty, and the pedals to kind of make it yaw in midair. That's, you're like, okay, these readouts make sense now. Now give me another D10 roll.
Wow. Nice.
Okay, you think you're getting the hang of it. It seems to make sense. All right, give me another D10 check.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah. You're like, all right, well, can I push the stick like this and move like this? And it kind of shudders and flutters in midair. It's not really changing direction like you wanted it to. Give me another D10 roll, please. A 6. Okay. Yeah, you're you're still it's still kind of, kind of funky, weird. You're not sure what's happening. Give me another one.
As Doe tries to tell him what to do, Rex just says, shh, shh, I got it.
And you do. You have you have learned the fundaments of keeping the bubble car in the air, and you can now operate it. The displays make sense. The holographic projection on the screen, everything seems okay.
Do I also know how to work the radio?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I'm going to put moving right along on repeat.
That's all part and parcel, and you may absolutely do that if you want. Okay, so you got... go ahead.
Yeah, apologies. Have we had the sort of time that maybe I could do the same thing with Monday? Teach her to drive the tank.
Sure. Let's see some D10 rolls. Let's start with a D10 roll there as you sit in the command couch.
Okay. That's not a good start. At least we're on the ground.
That is a no. That's not a good start. Let's see. So,
let's get this straight. You're only sitting here because you didn't find a sandwich back in them cabinets. You know what I'm saying?
They're older
so
rations. I'm pretty sure you don't want to eat them.
Right from the get-go, like you just kind of sit and stare at this myriad of blinking lights. I mean, 2 months ago, you were like Bronze Age technology, avoid shiny moving things, and now you're sitting in here, so it's like poke, 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 poke.
I hate to say it, but this might be like a ghost type of movie. Help here.
Go ahead.
If you show me what to do.
Man, I already showed you what to do.
Okay.
Come on, do it or don't do it. There ain't no try.
You got the primary power up. So you're looking at like some bar graphs that are kind of bouncing up and down on the bank of green screens there in front of you. So you've got power to nominal. Give me another D10 roll. Okay. You reach out and grab the steering tiller and try and move
Not that one.
and just kind of moves you around a little bit. But it doesn't really do anything. Give me another D10 roll.
Nah, like this.
Okay. Listening to what probably Sane tells you, you think you're kind of getting a handle on the controls. So roll again, please.
I'm trying not to get overconfident here.
Okay, she doesn't really have a handle on it quite yet, because you're like the thing is just it's not doing the things. Give me another D10 roll.
Man, you ever driven anything before?
No.
Ah.
Okay, there's some caution lights coming on. There's some not friend sounding beeping in the canopy. You're not really sure what's really happening. Give me another D10 roll.
Those are called idiot lights. You don't want to turn them on.
Oh, okay. I'll try
Okay.
not to.
All right, so you get it to settle down. All right, you get it to settle down, and it's lurching a little less spastically. Give me another D10 roll.
So I'm trying to learn stick. Is that what you're saying?
Something like that. Yeah. Now you're like weapon system maintenance mode, clear primary, infinite repeater breaches, yes, no. And then there's vent gun gas and align bore sight main batteries and stuff. And it doesn't make any sense to you. Give me another D10 roll. All right, so let's see in the together. Yeah, you're not really able to get out of that mode. Give me another one. Ooh, 9 is fun. But yeah, you're kind of not really sure what to do here.
I finger one of my laser pistols.
I'm doing my best here.
Yeah, you've kind of got some trickles of flop sweat going down. It's whatever it's doing, it's not driving. Hey, there you go. All right, you're like, okay, let's just take a minute. You push a couple of buttons, and at least it's different now. Different things are happening. So give me
Be
another
nice,
D10
dice
roll.
gods. Oh my gosh.
Okay, more unfriendly noises are coming from the computers. The main system voice activates.
Does it have verbal commands or something here?
Possible operator error. Is there an intruder in the fighting compartment, Commander?
Nah, there ain't an intruder.
Okay, give me another D10 roll.
Got a 1.
I did not see it. Let me see.
I saw that.
You saw it? Okay.
I think it was before you called for the roll, but
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. You had gone to there. And then the brought you there, and that took you. All right. Well, the screens are different, and she's not threatening to use counter intrusion security systems on you. So give me another D10 roll. How many die roll? Well, we'll find out.
That's the problem. It's a she and a she trying to get along.
I'm not going to touch that. All right. There. So wait.
It's a 3.
There. Three. All right. Yeah, you're still stuck on that screen. Another D10 roll, or still stuck in that mode.
Please be gentle. Yeah, it's not gonna be
It
gentle.
didn't. Nothing terrible happens.
Let's
Roll it.
see. All right. A 2.
A 2. All right. Okay. So you're the kind of random movements and mornings subside. Go ahead and roll again. I know what'll get you to the finish line. And there you go. All right. So
Awesome.
you're
Goodness.
the primary control screens. You can see outside through the big curved panel, and then there's the little green screens underneath it that indicate the various systems. You've got a handle on controlling the tank.
I'm going to rub
All
the
right.
control panel at the top of it and say thank you. And then I'm going to give probably a thumbs up.
Yeah, nice job. Now you can drive for a while I catch a little third eye.
Okay.
It's hard blasting fools, you know.
All right. Meanwhile, up in the bubble car, where are you guys going?
But yeah, we're going south. I almost straight southeast, right?
Southeast, yeah.
Yeah, back towards
Are you just like keeping pace with the tank? Because like looking at it from above, well, first of all, how high are you flying? Let me ask you that.
I'll let Rex is driving, so I'll let him answer.
Rex, how high up are you going?
We are probably. I want to keep us right above the tank, low enough so that the turret can't point up and hit us.
You want those primary batteries deciding to erase you guys?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, watching the tank for a while, like you see it like turn 180 degrees, back up at like full speed, come to a stop. You watch like all the secondary batteries pop out of their fighting compartments and then fold up and go back in. And then you see like a yellow rotating warning light on the turret, and then a red one, and then it stops. And then the main gun barrel just kind of droops down, and then it elevates. And now it's driving steadily. Hello, Wheeling Dragon. How are you? So, yeah, now it's driving along. How fast are you gonna drive Monday? You can go up to like 150 kilometers an hour.
I'm going to keep it the same pace we were going before.
You weren't going at all before.
Oh, what we were doing before, I tried to learn how to drive it then. What it was doing before when probably Sane was driving it. I'll stay that same speed.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
I was pushing it pretty hard, but not to
right.
the point of catastrophe.
All right, so about 100 kilometers an hour, and it's about 60 miles an hour in freedom units. So, bless you.
Thank you.
Gesundheit.
That was. All righty, so yeah, they slowly, compared to how fast the bubble car can go, they slowly start to roll forward. So let's see here. Bubble car. All right. All right, so let's check and see, because it's going to take you guys a while to get there. As you are driving along, you do occasionally pass settlements, and you frequently get questions from the onboard computers if it wants you to point, or if you want it to point any of the primary or secondary batteries at it, or targeted with the VLS. You're not sure what that is, but it sounds kind of frightening.
No. Well, we'll keep going. We're not going to engage. Just
all right.
going on. We have a plan.
All right. Okay, so on through the evening and into the next day, you don't encounter anything, and you guys have covered a pretty good distance. You've gone, let's see, if you go for 12 hours, I mean, at 100 kilometers an hour, that's 1,200 kilometers, which couple hundred miles. The terrain, I mean, they're in the Central American plains, so it's mostly flat, little bit of hills. Let's see. Let's take a look here and see what we can see. Alrighty. All right. So in the morning, you guys are approaching what appears to be the outskirts of some kind of settlement. There are, of course, the rusted out remains of vehicles scattered hither and yon, and the ancient highways and such like that. But there's definitely some kind of large city directly ahead of you. So what do you guys wish to do?
Is this the way to the plants?
Well, you're going southeast. I'm not sure who's giving who information, but
I suppose the tank makes some sort of jarring motion that awakes Parley from his sleep. What you doing?
It's been part of a day, so you can, you can have woken up normally.
I wanted to wake up now.
Okay.
I woke up precisely when I meant to.
Nice. Yeah, we seem to be coming upon this city. You want to take over here and radio?
You ever seen this thing before?
No, I haven't.
I ain't seen it. Yeah, radio up to him.
Okay, so I radio. We seem to be encountering a city up ahead. Can you tell us anything? And is this the way we want to go to get to the plants?
Rex will switch on the radiation detectors and see if the city itself seems safe enough.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that spice of a little too much radiation around. You do see a ruined sign. It's rather prominent. That is you guys on the ground. You can see it through the viewports there. You're not sure what it meant, but that's what it says, and there's many arrows pointing in that direction.
So
I
the
question the tank. Threat level.
Unknown at this time.
right. So the buildings that we can see from our current vantage point and whatnot are they're crumbled down and pretty wrecked and stuff like that. You know, like broken concrete, some rebar, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for the most part, you know, there's spires, they're kind of tilting, you know, there's the twisted masses of metal. It does look a bit like there either was or is ongoing some methodology here, because you're passing the ruins of some vehicles, and there seem to be neatly ordered piles of metal parts and plastic parts and whatnot from these different vehicles that are kind of set off to the side, and you can see great gouges in the alloy roadways where it looks like these things were dragged or pushed aside. Whether it was last week, the day before, you don't know.
All right, and one other question: the Bolo, the armor configuration on that and the mass is such that like we could drive through this type of stuff if we wanted to. Like, say there's like a half wrecked wall or something like that, we can just like plow through that thing.
Yeah, if you're talking like a Jersey barrier or a brick wall or something like that, it might slow you down a little bit, but by and large, this is just going to kind of grind through it.
Right. Well, it looks like there's some recent activity. Maybe I just drive this thing in. We hop out when we hop out. I can poke out the turret with my laser rifle if you want. But radio to them guys, see what they think. I think we need to take a look.
Okay.
Now, up in the bubble car, you guys can see more or less what I've described to them. You can also see a great expanse of flat alloy and ancient concrete. It's cracked in places. There's one place it looks like it was hit by maybe a micro nuke, because there's a good sized crater, but it's water filled. It's got weeds around it. There's a central structure which has taken some damage, but you also see what looks like spacecraft, aircraft, that sort of thing, that are in similar states of disassembly in the middle of that perimeter area.
Using the infrared scanners, can we detect either creatures moving around, humanoid, or like fires or large sources of heat or anything like that?
Yeah, so the bubble car is, I mean, it has a lot of utility. It's primarily, at least the model you have, something designed more for pleasure. But looking through the limited scanners you have, yeah, there might be, it could just be the sun shining brightly on metal, or it could be a group of people, or it could be just dumb creatures. You're not sure. It's not as high res as you might like.
So I'll radio down to the tank. We've got some heat signatures up there. May or may not be people. Do we need to trade for anything? Do we need anything for sanctuary, or?
Now,
Man, we need to see whatever's in this place and take it all, if it's worth it.
There is no food in the tank. You guys have been driving for about 16 hours, and yeah, your stomachs are starting to growl. And unless you guys up in the bubble car have anything other than shorts, it's kind of the same.
Yeah, man, we all be hungry, right? And I just drank the last of my water.
Well, then why don't we
Yeah,
why don't
grab
we
some food?
stop and see if we can find someone to trade with.
Yeah, well, I think Monday just drives this bolo straight up into the mess. You guys keep a lookout overhead unless you got a better plan.
Works for me.
I have some memories, but I'll rather eat something else. So, yeah.
Look, I'm gonna pop out the hatch too. I'm gonna have my laser rifle ready. Keep an eye out for me, alright?
Yeah, maybe we can find some stuff here. Batteries, med kits, food, lots of food, water. Always good stuff. So I'm going to avoid the worst impediments so that we don't damage the tank as we go in.
Okay.
And I'll poke out the turret if that's like reasonably conceivable action to take with my laser rifle. Looking around more agilely than they might be able to see from inside the tank.
Okay. The robotic voice in the tank pipes up.
We are currently being painted by millimeter wave radar targeting systems at approximately 250 meters at 352 degrees. Engage.
Probably
yeah,
we might
engage.
have a little adversarial stuff here, but yeah, let's
Yeah, blast it.
Okay. So you're driving, correct, Kennek? Monday
I
is
am.
driving?
Yep.
All right. In your entire view slews to the left, zooms in a little bit. You are looking at what looks like some kind of reinforced concrete structure, and you can see a little bit of movement in it and some kind of tube pointing out of it. And you are a set of controls glides out and stops right in front of you.
Is there a big red button on one?
There's a few buttons, yeah.
Is there any that are obvious for firing?
Give me a D10 roll.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, press it.
All right, you put your hand on it. Press a button. Give me a 2-hit roll. Roll D20, please. All right. You reach over and grab the stick. You watch your entire view kind of shift and bob out of the way, and all of your view screens dim. Meanwhile, up in the bubble car, you see the tank is just kind of rumbling along. Its turret turns, and the dome is not quite fast enough to completely blot out this cyan blue color that is like the purest shade of that you've ever seen in your life. And you guys now have after images in your eyes. There is a something in the distance just got vaporized. All right. Probably Sane, you're not at a command station, but is there anything you'd like to do since you act before anyone else?
Right. So basically what we missed.
You're not in the command chair, so you're not sure.
Yeah, right, but My thing was that I was hoping to poke out of the top of the turret with my laser rifle at the ready, and I don't know if that granted me any sort of special vision over the situation.
Yes, the importance of a tank commander actually sticking his head out. People might think it's silly in this day and age, but it is absolutely essential that a tank commander occasionally open the hatch and poke their head out. So let's see. No, not that. Over here. Oh, that word shows up a lot.
What, a headshot?
Let's see.
Well, it's Gamma World, so we know it's not saving throw.
All right. So you're basically you're going, well, I mean, the hatch is forward down the tunnel. So you're moving down the tunnel to open up. Down there on the ground, let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Actually, no, there is no eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right. So let's see what. Gonna have to look. Yeah, that's a 16. And just due to size. Actually, let me see. Weapon class 16. Even due to size. Yeah, there is as you're opening the hatch, you see this bright flash, and you hear this mechanical. It's this weird sort of moan that lasts for like a split second and nearly shatters your eardrum. And this wave of heat just washes over you. Meanwhile, back in the fighting compartment, the tank announces that point defenses have intercepted an incoming anti-tank round. So yeah, it got very, very hot outside there just as you open the hatch. You guys up in the bubble car, you see this flash, whoosh, kaboom right near the left-hand side of the tank. You're not sure what's going on. There's just kind of this billowing cloud of smoke that is settling.
Yeah. Maybe we should go up further.
Let's get some action declarations. Probably saying you've got the hatch open. There's a cloud of hot smoke, some shrapnel pinging off the hull. What are you doing?
I'm assuming I can't really make out anything yet, so I'll duck my head down. I've got 2 charges in the magazine of my laser rifle. I'm going to swap that for a full mag.
All right, so you're basically just dropping back down in the hatch and reloading. Rex, you're flying. What are you doing?
Rex is going to take evasive maneuvers.
Okay. Kevin, what is Do-Re-Mi doing?
Yeah, as a passenger that can't really do anything outside the vehicle, I'm just going to strap in. I'll get my firearm out, laser pistol, but yeah, I'm just a passenger for the moment.
Okay, and Connect, what is Monday doing?
I'm questioning the computer. What is the next target?
Primary target unchanged. Round missed.
All right, let's fire again.
Okay, Dooms, roll initiative for me, please.
All
Okay.
right.
Party goes first. Go ahead and roll to hit, please, Monday.
Okay.
A 9, even with this badass weapon. You hit in front of it, and it's like there is a not inconsiderable crater blasted in the ground, and whoever is in there returns fire.
It's the My Little Pony dice that are messing us up now.
Hey, I'm using purple dice, and I haven't hit you guys yet. Missile, you actually watch this one like come in, and it sails over the top of the tank, and there's some text pops up that basically tells you that the missile was far enough off target that it wasn't considered a threat. So it did not engage point defenses. Rex Dashington, you engage the thrusters and start to rise up in altitude. And then all right, let's see. There is a resounding clang boom somewhere in your proximity there, probably Sane. You hear the ships or the tanks report that you have taken a hit from a high explosive dual purpose round on the bow, and flint steel warhole integrity is nominal, but some damage has been taken.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, I'm going to shut that hatch first opportunity I get.
Okay. I assumed you had, but if you didn't...
Oh, all right. Well, I didn't intend to. I was just going to duck down, reload, poke my head back out. Now I've decided that poking my head back out is a horrible idea.
That's fair enough. It was aimed at the tank, not you, but yeah, there's smoke, shrapnel, everything is pinging down. This time, Kevin, if you're watching what's going on,
I am.
Something impacts the tank right on the front.
I'll say, Rex, holy crap! It's damaging the tank.
Rex will reply back. Lean out the window and shoot it.
Do the windows open in the bubble car? I don't think they do, right? It's a bubble.
Sorry, Jerry Reed and Burt Reynolds, but yeah, you can't roll the windows of your bubble car.
Hey, I didn't know for sure.
With your double barrel gator gun and cut loose there. Sorry,
drop something on it out the window.
Yeah,
and banned it.
Space. It's probably not easily to open the windows, but okay. Yeah.
Is there like a side door that he could open? And
no. I mean, there's
the Bombay doors.
He can open the main hatch, which
Yeah, just do that.
All right.
What does it look like is shooting at them? Can I even tell? I mean, you said that there was like
there's like a trail of a faint trail of smoke back to some point in the in the one of these structures on the ground.
There was a smoke trail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's like somebody was working on a CRT in that bunker with a screwdriver. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's. We don't have armor, right? In the bubble car.
It has a shield. You have a shield.
Okay. Okay. Maybe we could go on the other side of that bunker and see what's down there. Not land, but look. Rex.
Yeah, I think we'll try to fly behind it to scout out and report our findings back.
Right? Call down to Monday and say, everything going all right down there? Looks gnarly.
A little busy down here, buddy.
Okay. Probably saying you have got your laser weapon or your laser rifle reloaded. What are you doing?
All right, and the hatch is still open. We just took one frontally.
Well, you said you were closing the hatch too, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, if I've completed that,
yeah.
then I'm moving to the front of the vehicle and assessing whatever's on the computer screens and whatever the woman is doing to mess everything up.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
actually, it's moving back towards the rear center of the tank where the fighting department is. That's okay. Monday, what are you doing?
I'm firing again.
You're gonna fire again. Okay. Rex, you're yelling at Do Re Mi to open some kind of door and shoot at them. What are you yourself doing? You're flying around. You're trying to get a sighting on this place, right?
Yes, as well as employing evasion pattern delta.
Ah, excellent. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. And I believe it is Rex Dashington's turn for initiative. So that's going to be a D6, please.
Ooh. Oh.
It is going to be initiative tied. So probably saying you're back in the fighting compartment. Yeah, there's a few diagnostic screens still up. Monday is like moving the little yoke control and trying to get the screens to line up. So we're going to have some simultaneous fire here. I'm going to roll for the side, but you guys are going to be getting your shots at the same time. So, all right. There is another clang boom, and the tank comes up and reports that it has taken another high explosive dual purpose round, this time to the port side. And yeah, you watch this rocket just come in, and the point defenses try desperately to engage it, but they don't. And yeah, the screen just whites out for a second as the whole tank lurches. And it occurs to you, this thing has got some shields, but not enough to hold off that magnitude of firepower. Meanwhile, up in the bubble car, you see a mini missile just kind of corkscrew up past you. It looks like evasion maneuver Delta is working because they don't know what the hell you're doing. All right, so return fire, and this is all the same stuff. So Kanik, you can take your shot.
Last chance, bro.
Yeah, when the tank lurches, your finger just kind of convulses on the red button, and that bolt, you just shot down an ancient satellite that wasn't functioning anymore. It's just, there's some tribe that's going to get like molten slag raining out of the sky on them halfway around the world. But that absolutely missed.
Can handle this. So should we make a tactical retreat and come from a different angle?
Nah, man, just let me in that seat.
All right, we'll switch. Your turn.
All right, so you guys are switching around. Rex, you are putting the bubble car through a series of gyrations, trying to get sighted on this bunker. They at least saw you. I say they, whatever it is that's shooting at you, at least saw you. So are you moving in closer to see if you can to see if you can see what's down there.
Do I have any better view from where I am now that I can see anything different, or?
No, you just kind of see some opening, very narrow openings in structures in the ground.
Some very narrow opening structures in the ground. Okay, well, I will report that to the tank. But I think we're going to fly back and get out of range, because as much armor as the tank has, we have nothing. So
Okay. Well,
Yeah, but you're fast, man.
You do have a defensive field.
Oh, I do? Oh.
Yeah, it can soak 25 points.
I'll look over at Doe. What does Doe look like when I look over at him?
Kevin?
I'm on mute. He doesn't look real thrilled. He's thinking that that shield isn't going to hold up to a weapon that does that kind of damage to the tank. So, yeah, maybe either we gotta go down there and infiltrate this place, or we need to figure out another path.
I think Rex is going to employ evasion pattern theta and try to get out of range.
Good old evasion pattern theta. I like it. That's a master plan. Kevin, would you roll initiative, please?
Yes, sir. Let's hope it's better than my usual.
Well, I only
Come
got a
on,
2.
man.
I got a
All
6.
right.
Nice.
There you go. So probably saying you and Monday are switching positions currently. You are watching
Yes, sir.
the meter for the onboard shield is charging back up. It goes through your head that at point blank range, you don't know if you can repel firepower of that magnitude. But what are you doing? Probably saying you in your free time, you grabbed her, you pulled her out of the way, you're sitting down, buckling into the command couch. What are you doing as you assess the situation?
Yeah, so is that my turn, or like I take a shot?
Getting her out before initiative is kind of your turn, but I just want to know what in the next round will be your
Yeah. I had already figured that that blast radius might preclude it. I'm firing.
Okay, you're firing. So evasion pattern theta upstairs. You guys have done your stuff. So let's see. All right. That hits the tank again. Yeah, the onboard computer system has like increased its intensity. It's not emotionless, right? I mean, clearly there's something that was written into this ancient software to like let you know more that things are going off the rails faster, and it tells you.
Shields have failed. We cannot take another hit on the port side.
We ain't taking one.
Okay. Meanwhile, up in the air. Another missile corkscrews past you. Rex, do you switch over to a piece of classical music by the great composer Loggins called Danger Zone?
I think he's going to go straight up Wagner on this one.
There you go. A little
You mean,
Romeo. Let's see. Shall
Shield and
we
magic
dance?
helmet, Wagner.
The Valkyries.
That's right.
All right. I'm sorry. That was a little Romeo Victor. All right. So I know his last name is spelled with a W. That's the line that Robert Duvall gives in Apocalypse Now. Start up a little Cywar op, a little Romeo Victor. Shall we dance? And then they start playing Ride of the Valkyr. All right. In the new round, probably Sane, take your shot because you will go before initiative.
You either killed us or you didn't. Hopefully that's a didn't.
A 14 will hit. Yeah, the main gun, you bring that pipper down, and there is a 30-meter section of ferrocrete that just ceases to exist. And almost a perfect circle. Yeah.
And the blast wave didn't seem to have harmed us much.
Oh, no, dude! This is like 500 meters away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I was implying this was like right up next to you guys. No, this is half a click away. And
all right, perfect.
You guys just use the main Hellbore gun on that.
Yeah, these are the big boy toys.
The onboard system happily reports.
Good shooting, Commander. We finally eliminated the primary threat.
Excellent. What do we do about the damage?
Depot level repairs to Flint Steel Warhull subsystems may be required.
All right, then. You good girl.
Up in the sky. Still, what is your new evasion pattern there, Yang?
I think we're gonna go beta this time.
All right. Beta.
Yeah, okay.
What? Holy crap, you guys have gone like full Japanese animation. You're corkscrewing through these missiles that are just snapping past you.
So this is before or after the blast from the tank?
This is the same time.
Okay.
Basically, you guys won initiative, so
Okay.
You kind of glance out, like holding your seat. There are alluvial dampers on the ship because it's anti-gravity, for God's sake. So if you can control gravity, you've pretty much got most stuff covered. So it's not like you're in danger of being slammed into the ceiling or thrown into the back. But
Right.
yeah, there still is some inner ear screwiness. So when he pitched right about the point he pitches over, you kind of see the turret make some fine adjustments. And then there's like half of an entire concrete structure just ceases to exist.
Okay.
Oh, and somebody was orbital air, Dynachrome, nuke-proof, Sarah Steel Matrix. Flint Steel was the ablative armor on the outermost hull of your bolos. Okay, so yeah, it is literally just a bubbling crater of melted ferrocrete half a kilometer away. It's a new round. Rex Dashington, you've seen where the missiles have been flying up at you from. Probably Sane, you are in the commander's seat. So what are you going to do before we roll initiative?
Does it look like there's enough? Does it look like I can maneuver this thing through these ruins?
Yeah, you're in a flat open space. There's the building you were fired on from half a kilometer away, there are stacks of parts and that sort of thing here and again, but effectively you are out in the open. In front of you, maybe a kilometer and a half, is some kind of wall with a bunker at its base that fired a missile at you, and you've, like, glancing over to monitor, see that there's like 3 missile tracks but no impact on the bubble car.
Okay, right. So that's my mistake in understanding. I felt like I was kind of in the ruins of that town. No, I'll make my way through the clearing, keeping the turret trained on that wall, and explaining every single thing layer by layer to Monday what she did wrong to put us in that situation.
You drove us right into a blind armor ambush without proper overwatch. All right.
That's right.
I take the mansplaining with honor.
Clan or Jake, it does not have plot armor. I promise you. If it gets potted with a couple of micro missiles, you're going to see how much plot armor it doesn't have. But anyway, so let's yeah, I mean it's crazy. His fate armor is what I'd call it, Jake. His fate armor. All right, so new round. Yeah, it certainly didn't a few sessions ago. So you're now driving towards the wall. What are you guys doing up in the bubble car? Evasion pattern Kappa?
I'm looking down to see if there's any more activity or more rockets, missiles, whatever, flying at us.
Oh, we'll see. We'll have to see what happens.
I'm a passenger, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna watch. So
maybe they think the 30,000 metric ton tank that's rumbling across the landing field towards them.
Rex is going to employ evasion pattern Sigma, but he's also going to say to Doe, try to get on the radio and see if you can make contact with whoever's down there.
All right, I'll do that. I'll see if there's an all channels broadcast.
Yeah, you're able to use the comm systems on this thing. You've used it before, so yeah, that's not an issue.
All right, I'll say Airwolf to ground. Why are you firing at us? And then after a second, realizing, I say, over. And I'll repeat it if I don't get a response. I look at Rex and I say, we should probably have done this earlier, huh?
Yeah, so you guys, you hear that down in the tank.
But we don't get a response from anybody else. Okay.
No.
'Cause I wasn't trying to broadcast to the tank. I was trying to broadcast to the other facility. That's why I was saying all channels, yeah.
Okay.
That's why I didn't say anything.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just strapped into the couch at this point.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do anything else ever.
Ever?
See, Kanek, mansplaining is a portmanteau of man and explaining. So there you go. I hope you understand that now.
That's terrible.
sorry.
Yeah, but it's glorious, though.
I made that joke to my wife once.
Yeah,
Once.
I would bet it's once.
So, anyways, here's what a portmanteau is.
Yeah. Let me explain what a portmanteau is. So funny, Kenneck is awfully quiet all of a sudden. All right, so
Yeah, those stitches and everything else is going to hurt a little bit much, but that's okay.
all right. Okay, so you are you broadcast in the clear.
Yes.
Stop your aggression, raiders! Stop, or we'll destroy you! We have the means! We too control technologies!
This is an open channel. I don't think you got the means.
Keep pressing your luck and you'll find out!
I'll state, but you attacked us first.
You just rolled in with your bolo like you were going to destroy us!
But we weren't, jackass.
Destroyed. Man, you guys is pretty pathetic.
Oh, we'll show you pathetic. Just keep driving forward.
All right. That what it's going to take.
I'll tell Rex.
Simulated. DLS target locked.
Well, target locked on them now, boys.
Was that you target locking on them or the reverse?
Oh no,
that's a good question.
The AI basically has told you that it has found the origin of that broadcast, and something called a VLS has been has locked onto it.
Okay. Sure would be a shame if something happened to your pretty VLS. What's a VLS?
Beats me, probably really low
important
device.
VLS, vertical launch system. A battery of 24 missiles. Although many have been expended, I still possess 6. One of these has been locked on the radio target.
Sounds important.
Sounds to me like you guys got a problem over there. You guys in the sky, deal with them how you want. I'm locked on.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
I'm waiting for an affirmative to blast them.
Okay, Rex, you're flying. What are you doing? You haven't been fired on.
We haven't been fired on? Haven't we been dodging missiles?
Not yet. Not in the last few seconds. Like another missile hasn't come up at you.
Can Rex employ evasion pattern alpha and say over the radio, "We came here to trade, not to fight"?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what it'll do.
Robert Phillips. 3 dog. Ow! All right. Show us you are peaceful by standing down immediately. We will not fire upon you if you cease firing upon us.
Then Rex will say over the open channel, "All right, guys, let's cease fire." And then he'll switch to the private channel to the tank and say,
"Okay,
for now."
Yeah, well, I want to move forward. Can you put that in the deal?
Sure, they just said stop firing.
All right, so I just go.
Don't spook them.
I'll go slow then.
Okay, so how much closer to the barrier wall do you want to get, Dooms?
Yeah, so we were 500 meters. Maybe cut the distance in half. Slowly, though.
Okay. Well, directly in front of you, the distance is about 1.5 kilometers, so 750 meters.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay, so yeah, you rumble forward. Rex, what are you doing there?
Can I tell if it looks like they're gonna start shooting again, or everything's calm on their side?
You haven't been shot at. A couple of tense minutes passed.
Okay, then Rex will form a circular flight pattern where he's slowly descending.
Okay. And while Rex is doing that, I just want to point out, Kennex says, "We were hungry. What can I say?" So you're going to land and be like, "All right, what food do you have, or what food do you want us to trade you?" And Monday's going to be like, "I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter to me."
Well, we've been living on chortle, so anything is different.
They're going to bring you like a chicken tender, 2 mozzarella sticks, and a handful of fries.
Yeah, that's a sampler platter. That'll be 18 Domars, please.
Right. I've seen it both my girlfriend and my date's not hungry, but a few bars have put like on their menus, it's like my date's not hungry side order, and it's literally that. It's a chicken tender, 2 mozzarella stick, and a handful of fries. It's like an additional $4 because
Right.
they're going to pick off your plate. So
Now,
all right.
pull back a stump is what they'll do. You don't order, you don't get anything. Sorry, that's just how it is.
Unless they pay. I mean,
I don't care if they pay or not. Order or don't order, I don't care. But if you touch my plate, you're going to have an owlbear eating you.
Not till the end credits. That's 23 minutes away. All right. So, Rex, you fly in a corkscrew pattern and descend. You can see now there are some serious gouges in the tank hull. And like the edges of impact craters where those rounds landed are still like glowing red. That not through IR or anything. They're, So you land, and they have weapons, but there are a group of individuals coming at it. They're not pointing them at you, but they do have them at the ready. You see a group of individuals through the optics in the tank because, you can see that very easily. They have like protective face masks on, gray robes, silver belts, and they've all got various types of weapons. One of them, in lieu of a hood, has like a bubble helmet with a little whip antenna on it and kind of bulbous snoopers on. And they're walking very slowly towards you. And the one in the helmet kind of points like that and then like that. You can't make out what he's saying, but he's definitely speaking over a little boom mic he's got attached to the helmet. And the others kind of move around. And one of them is carrying a micro missile launcher, which is probably what was being fired at you guys. But they're walking slowly, and he keeps his hands off his weapon and just keeps his hand up as he walks towards you guys.
Rex is gonna land the bubble car, behind the tank. So
Okay.
the tank is between them and there. He's gonna get in his suit and go on out to talk to him, and he'll radio that intent to the tank.
Okay. Probably Sane, what are you doing?
and the tank is going to keep the turret with slight motions, but we're far enough away that shouldn't really matter too much. But keep the turret pointed about a foot off the ground, right in the middle of the largest group of miscreants.
Okay.
So yeah, when we land, since I see them walking out with their missile launcher, I am going to do the same with my missile launcher.
Sweet.
I see your bazooka is as big as mine.
Yep, exactly.
All right. You guys close the distance, and he stops, and the group to his left and to his right also stop. He kind of regards you for a moment.
I pop out of the turret or the opening, and I have my death ray there, kind of aimed
Okay.
out. But I've got it ready in case I need it.
It is fortunate for both of us that, and he points over at the still smoldering crater from where you guys are standing, like it's like a kilometer away, but you can still feel heat from that general direction. Well, you can register it on your suit armor, but he points over and says, it's fortunate that our outer perimeter defense was a robotic unit, although the loss of ancient technology aggrieves me greatly.
Well, if you had perhaps made an attempt to contact visitors before shooting them, this could have been avoided. We came here on a friendly trade mission.
What is your name?
I am Commander Rex Dashington of the Sanctuary.
I am Tolan of the Restorationists, leader of this zone.
It is good to meet you, and hopefully we will have better fortunes in the future.
Do you know the goals of our alliance?
Is he referring to the Restorationists Alliance or the alliance between them and us?
You presume he's talking about the Restorationists.
I'm afraid we are not very familiar with the Restorationists. What are your goals?
You see about you, and he gestures around the field, the remains of the once great societies of Earth. Slowly but surely and inevitably, we will bring all of this back. For centuries, for decades, people have crawled through the ruins, living on scraps and dwelling in bombed out ruins, as if that's a way to exist. No, our order is dedicated to one singular goal, to restoring the glory of Earth. Pure strain human, mutant, robot, working shoulder to shoulder to further this aim. We have slowly but surely been recycling, restoring, repairing all that we can.
Well, that sounds excellent. Then perhaps through trade negotiations we can further everyone's goals.
Perhaps it is so. Do you offer recompense for this atrocity? And he points off in the direction of the blown up security bunker.
Do you offer recompense to what you did to my tank?
It was a mighty vehicle. Damaging it pains me much. But we thought that you had come here to destroy us. You gave no signal. You approached in a closed armored vehicle.
Of course. It is. We had no signs that there was anyone here. Had you signaled to us, we certainly would have made our intentions clear.
Perhaps it is so, Rex Dashington. Perhaps it is just a misunderstanding. You say you seek to trade?
Yes, we came to stop for food.
I see. And what do you offer in exchange for food?
Well, it depends on what you have and what you want.
If you will allow your weapons to be peace bonded, you have the words of Tolan, first of the Restorationists, that no harm will come to you inside this ancient city. And you may trade here.
I don't think so. And he'll fusion cannon the guy holding the missile launcher.
Really?
Yes.
All right, let's roll initiative.
I got to vote.
He sees that gun coming up, probably saying you're sitting in the tank watching this over.
Trained on the spot where there's the most guys, I might add.
I guess we've gone angry. This is what happens when you don't get a Snickers.
So, and he raises his fusion cannon up and points it at Dolan. Probably saying you can act if you want. What do you wish to do?
I'm on fire at the spot as long as Rex. I assume that I've moved the turret around, to try to keep Rex out of a blast.
They're. You know what?
Well, they both have suits on, so.
Yeah, he does get like 25 or something,
All right, you depress the firing. You depress the firing stud, and instead of going from the targeting crosshairs, going from green to red to indicate that basically they just flash red when the main gun fires. The voice comes on.
Allied infantry, danger close to target. Keep depressing firing switch to override and fire.
Yeah, I'm going to work at getting a better shot.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Roll initiative, Rex. He sees that gun coming up.
All right. Okay.
I got a 5.
Big money. Big money. Yes!
Oh.
All right.
You
Roll
may
the
have
hit.
just survived. Maybe.
Gamma World murder hobos.
Oh, no.
Okay, your beam just crackles through the air near him. Vile betrayers! He yells.
It's a good thing I've got the death ray out.
Let's see. Kevin, were you out of the bubble car?
Yes, I had my mini missiles or micro missile launcher out. Remember? So.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So you're getting a couple of laser blasts at you.
Sure.
The 17 hits.
All right. I'll take.
I forget. Does your armor? Oh, are you in your armor?
Yeah, because I don't have to get out of it for the bubble car.
Okay. So that's 19 points.
Okay, so I take half of that.
Okay.
Armor takes half, and I take half. Okay.
So that hurts. Rex, you're having 2 things fired at you. Well, 3 things fired at you because there's 5 of them total. The first couple is Dolan's weapon. Dolan hits. Let's see here. I gotta look up. Let's see. Wow, you are a lucky SOB. Look at all those ones.
Nice.
Look at all those ones, dude. All right. So Dolan hits, someone else misses, and let me see here. I gotta double check on something. Hang on.
Yeah, didn't we win initiative?
Yes.
Yes, and you missed.
Yes, but shouldn't Monday get a chance to shoot somebody?
Monday's in the tank, so unless she wants to shoot.
I thought I was popped
Monday
out.
was left out. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and take your shot.
Okay, I got my death ray gun, so
Okay.
I'm gonna aim at the biggest adversary.
All right.
Nice.
So that is a black ray gun.
Yeah, it is.
All right, let me see. Energy weapons. Instant
Not to be that guy, but we were a ways away, right, with the tank.
Yeah.
I don't know how that fits in the range of that weapon.
Okay, I will let you save the shot. You're not close enough.
Oh, okay.
You know this, right? Like,
Okay.
you know how far this weapon will shoot, so I'm not going to make you waste the shot.
Okay.
But
So you
the micro missile will make it, right?
yes, you guys are.
Okay.
The micro missile has a range measured in kilometers, so please go ahead and roll. Are you? Who are you firing at amongst this group?
I'm gonna fire at the guy with the missile launcher. That's who I was eyeing.
All right.
Now that's the end of this magazine. I got to swap magazines after this,
Okay.
which I should have done before. But
That's why I did.
yeah, that's
Whoosh. Okay.
it has a 10-meter radius effect, but I'm assuming it's off. So
Yeah, a roll like that. I mean, like if you were within a point or two, that would be one thing, but
Yep.
Okay. The micro missile guy kind of twitches a little, and he's actually firing at Rex now. And he misses that
hey, we got this new organization called the Stormtroopers. Do you want to join with us?
Do I get to wear all white power armor?
As long as it's not a red shirt.
You won't need it because you're not going to ever hit anything.
Again, the stormtroopers were only bad shots in Star Wars because they were told to be bad shots in Star Wars. Imagine being the stormtrooper who said, "Hey, I pranked that guy right in the..." Oh, you're not happy about that, are you? Crap.
Exactly.
I mean, Vader force choked like grand admirals. How do you think literally toilet tissue disposable grunt would catch it?
Yeah, he probably wouldn't even have a conversation.
Yeah, no, I just, who shot him? TK572.
Exactly.
If you look at the like the comics, that Vader was not. He was not a fault tolerant guy. Okay, so missiles, energy bolts are flying around. Probably saying, "What are you doing?"
Right. So, does the reticle indicate that I have anywhere to fire if I just sweep the turret around a bit?
No. If you're gonna hit any of the restorationists, you're going to hit. You're gonna hit around where your allies are.
All right. I'm just gonna drive Monday up into range.
Okay. Use it as an armored personnel carrier. All right, so you begin driving the vehicle forward.
I can't think of better armor, to be honest.
Drive me closer so I can hit them with my sword. All right, you're rushing forward. What is Rex Dashington going to do in the next round?
I think he's going to use the fusion cannon. He's going to take a shot at that leader.
Okay. Kevin, how about Do Re Mi? Are you reloading your rocket launcher?
I'm going to reload the last magazine I have with eight missiles. Yep.
Click. Okay. And Monday, you're going to try and Black Ray the leader type.
I am.
All right. Well, that's where we'll pick it up next week, boys and girls.
Cliffhanger.
When two tribes go to war, one is all that you can score. I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. I want to thank our audience. Thank you to my wonderful group of players. It was great to get back to the World O Gamma with you guys. And Yang, I got to hand it to you. I did not see that coming. You went from we come in peace to shoot to kill in literally one round. So I salute you. Just absolutely. You went full murder robo on them.
That means my plan worked.
You're rubbing off on him.
You got hate in your heart. Let it out, Rex.
He's just angry.
Just according to Keikaku. Keikaku is Japanese for plan. Which if you get that, you're almost as nerdy as I am. But anyway, thank you everyone again for being here. Thank you to my players for being here. And I will be back tomorrow, guys. I'm going to be live streaming. I'm going to be actually doing a paint live stream. I haven't done that in forever. And I got some new paintbrushes today, and I'm just itching to get some paint on. So we'll do that tomorrow. But anyway, thank you everybody again for being here. And hey, if you'd like to support the show on Patreon or Patreon rather, or on YouTube memberships for as little as $1 or $2, you can. At the $10 level, every month you will receive a short first edition AD&D adventure written by me for our $10 patrons and YouTube members. I think it's pretty good. Hopefully you guys will want to check it out. But the best thing you can do, if you haven't already, is click the subscribe button and click the bell icon for notifications and join us here each week, my friend. You're sure to get a smile, or maybe you won't. I don't know. But anyway, until then, everybody, be good to each other. We will see you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, and have an absolutely lovely one. Peace to you all, and watch out for those mutated owl bears.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to